Hi, this is Sarah, and it's been a while since I have done a video. Sorry guys, but I have a full-time job obviously, and that is why I haven't really been doing lots of updates, and it's a 5-day job from 9 to 5. So I come back home and I'm extremely tired to do anything. But I have been drawing. You see, I'm a video editor, and I have been working on Mystic Star. You see, there's this lovely process called rendering, which it usually takes like an hour for every video to render, so I have lots of time to draw. I have re-inked page 1 some certain parts like here. I actually was thinking like I shouldn't just leave the page like this uninked. It looks like not so empty, even though that I have put a lot of work into Photoshop, like screen toning and so, but it's just that the blacks, someone commented that my screen toning on page 1 was too much and I need to put more work into the blacks. So I decided to do that from now on. So I'm reworking on the first 3 pages, which are done right now, to just add some blacks and give it more a manga feel. I actually like this a lot, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a lot of correction here, and there was a lot of tons of corrector layers just to get this right, and then sometimes the markers are not permanent on corrector, so I had to redo that all the time. And yeah, an updated tour about my workstation. This is an awesome case where I put all my pencils here. Let's see if I can open this. And there's this little Angry Birds. My friend gave this to me and I absolutely love it. My cell phone is here, and there is my hair comb, but I have no idea what it's doing there. I wanted to show you guys these books. These are nursery rhythm and poems and fairy tales and bedtime stories. The reason why I've got this is because in every bedtime story there's a beautiful art picture, watercolors. There's the Humpty Dumpty song. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. The king horses and all the king's men could not pull Humpty Dumpty together again. So you see, like these traditional paintings, I absolutely love that, and I keep these books around for like inspiration and stuff. Welcome back. I was in the tour of showing you this bag, and there you can see all of my art supplies inside here. Well, I have no idea what this is doing there. I got a new tablet a couple of months ago. Bigger one, Genius, about 10 inch by 6. Now, oh yeah, I got this permanent pen. This is awesome. I got this for coloring like black areas. I've got some pens over here. Focus. It's a typical sets of pencils from, you get like a 12 set of pencils, or from 2H until 8B. And yeah, it's just the typical stuff. But the best part about it is that it's really big. I go with this awesome case I'll show you. Got this thing which is incredibly cool. I put all of, I have here this Mystic Star page 4, which I've been working on for like forever. In the back, I believe, the other finished Mystic Star stuff I usually print somehow and just put it in this folder. And there are other things like paper here. I don't know, this is Fabriano paper, this is 200 grams. There's some paper over here. I was drawing something or designing something. Really cute strawberry shortcake thing in there. I was hoping to write a romantic story and then turn it into a manga. I was also working on an animation, so I cut down these animation paper into A5. There's this animation contest that's been going on, but I don't know if I'm be able to actually make the deadline. My animation, I had like 17 frames or 17 drawings to make up like one single shot. I forgot to show you, but here's my sketchbook. Just quickly, as there's not a lot of stuff here, usually just draw when I'm frustrated or something. Or I don't know what to draw, so I just draw. I just want to show you something. I love this. I love this picture. I was really upset one day and I wanted to blow somebody up. So I looked upon Leon from Resident Evil and I drew this, and someone told me that the gun or whatever that thing, RPG thing, is not really that well done. Well, duh. I haven't really put a lot of attention into doing this, and I really don't care as long as Leon looks good. Does he look good? Because I remember like a couple of years ago I did a Resident Evil fan art, looked terrible. This is my really big F4, which I kind of mistaken it for an A4. It's a little bigger than A4 paper. A file, and I keep here all of the concept ideas. I have divided that into sections, and here is the index for this. Like every page, like section 1 is for characters, section 2 is for costumes, monsters, and themes. I have to make a confession here. I love notebook designs, especially stuff like this, and I usually like buy stuff and not use them and just keep them. And this is where I write my Mystic Star story, like scenario, the details of things. I don't do like a storyboard for the thing, but I write, like, you see here lots of things. This means like I finished this like in drawing. This is parts that is removed. This is some parts where I edited it. And this is like all chapter 1 still. Here's some doodlings. This is the prequel, which is somehow put behind chapter 1. Don't ask me how. After I finish the chapter, like see what kind of designs I need to do or chapters and stuff. And then I go to my awesome big notebook here and put all the designs or details I want. You see, my notebook over here has all the details in terms of like place and setting. It's like a detailed storyboard since I'm writing and I am also drawing, so I am imagining the whole thing in my head. Writing it down just makes me like see what I need to do, like a place or setting or something. I have been studying backgrounds lately and it's a lot easier than I thought. I mean, humans are so much complex, but once I found the trick behind the backgrounds, yeah, my work seems a little bit cartoony, but it became so much easier. This is pretty awesome. I keep all of my rulers in here. This is a 30 centimeter triangular ruler and it fits. I love this. It fits perfectly, and I have all of my rulers here, like letters, random shapes, random numbers, letters, French ruler, and here's the rest of the French rulers over here. Circles, other circles, letters, shapes, speech bubbles, circles. Everything just fits great into this. And I keep them over here, which is like the clear book cover, and inside of this is like empty paper, which I draw on Mystic Star 200-gram paper. And I love this magazine. It's called Obelisk. Okay, here is my drawing stand. This is what I draw on, and here are some sketches. Here I've got some paper. You have saw this before. This is one of my really old kind of visual novel thing. I did this when I was 13, 14, so this is like treasure actually used. Ah, look. This is the rip-off version of Dark Magician Girl. Pink Magician Girl. You can tell it's UVO. And at the end there's a surprise. Wait for it. Yes, here he is. Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry, Kurapika. Kurapika as we call him over here. Kurapika. Yes, and I'm a fan of Hunter x Hunter since 2002 because it's one of those rare animes that got an Arabic dub. It was really a lot better than the Japanese dub. Or I'm sorry, the English dub. I'm such an idiot, duh. Of course it came in Japanese first. This is my like awesome guide for how to draw. This is one of my college books. I have no idea what it's doing there, but sometimes I like reading stuff about advertising because this is mainly my major. This is, I got this from Sexes, which is a awesome clothes shop. And this is really like had some interesting collection, so I wanted to keep that as a reference. Here's the whole collection, absolutely adorable. Here is the Mystic Star notebook, which I keep all like scraps and ideas and stuff. Like when I'm really bored, I start to get to draw different stuff, and I really don't like to want to throw it away. Like, really? Here is a ripoff Madoka. Here is a bunch of other stuff I did. One-shot storyboard. And a bunch of just stuff that I really don't want to throw away, and I just put it here. Here's a collection of manga, and I just dropped 2 pages. Like, I didn't know I dropped these 2, so I started like posting a little here and there. This is actually some of the finished animations that I've done. This is like, so far it's like 3 seconds, and this is like over 24 frames. There's some scraps, animation paper, again A5. This is my awesome PC, and over here my Xbox is kind of missing. Here's a little secret. I downloaded my games. I love pirated stuff because games are usually like 700 pounds. It's extremely expensive, like 200% its original price, so I cannot afford that. What I get paid is like so much less than the price of one game. And here is my case. I'm gonna change that soon. A 32 LCD screen, which I was watching Miss Kirji on, and I had some error message over here. Here's a hard drive. Here's my Xbox controller and the cables until I get it back, because I'm upgrading it so I can play pirated games. Oh, sorry. Here is a, you know, when you play games on computers. A PS2, my PSP is somewhere behind, but it's really messy. The receiver, a video, yes, I still got a VCR. This is my scanner, printer, tripod. This is HDMI cables, and this is really long because you see, this is where I sit, and this is where my laptop usually is, so I need a long cable for the scanner. Some empty paper. Here's some awesome old artwork, and oh my god, I love like looking at this and just having a good laugh. What is this? Oh my god, this is terrible. What is here also is another bunch of collection of awesome old art. Yeah, these draw on better canson paper, 140 grams. And this probably was 16, 17, still was not the best. This is where I was starting to watch Final Fantasy and get all Final Fantasy-ish, I guess. This is another case like the one I showed you earlier, but this is like the thinner version. A Turkish magazine. Here is a thing. I love Turkish clothes. 90% of my wardrobe is Turkish style, and I got this as for reference. And I've got this also, this one explain to you how you can make your own clothes, which is really interesting. Here is something about the color theory. Color theory for designers, part 1, as in graphic designers, and it was for free. I usually like to keep stuff printed out, so I printed out this like over 100 pages, and I kept it. And it's really, really useful. It's more than you can imagine. This is part 2, and part 3 is here. Part 1 is there, and this is like when I'm doing my tutorials, I draw in that awesome notebook. Here is my collection of drawings since 2009 till now. This is almost filled now. This is over 150 images, and here's like the start, like January 2009. And this is the right clue and 6-star work. I absolutely love Kudo, and I love Leon, but this is not the best image for Leon, to be honest. And here is a little me, because I wear glasses. Here's a bunch of other stuff. I haven't really drawn lately. Oh, this is the LDK picture I tried to do, and instead of him trying to hug Ali, he was talking to her. Here is some other stuff. This is where I keep my older comics for reference. Here's the so-called, this is the longest comic I've done. It was like 20 pages, but a lot of people like this, but the reason I stopped this is, 1, I didn't have a clear ending in mind, and 2 is this, the quality of the drawing is terrible. Here is the birthday cake series. I absolutely love this little chibi and chibi project based on my characters, make fun out of my own characters. Here's the Mystic Star colored versions up on YouTube, and here is a never revealed Mystic Star. This is the chapter 2 I drew and never put anywhere else. Like, look, their drawings on this is terrible. The animation project I'm working on, this is the storyboard I did in 2009, and I was too lazy and I finished it in 2012. Haha. Now that is really lazy. You can tell here that this is not, or this is done on computers. Well, this is like before I knew anything about being a graphic designer. This is Happy, a project that I only did like 3 pages on and never finished. Even though the idea seemed kind of interesting, and it looked like it could really work as a romantic comedy. And look at this, Mystic Star Volume 1727. I'm not going to have Mystic Star that long. And also, I was planning to do a bit psychological, but like when we close our eyes, we see images. But what those images mean, and I never completed that. And a picture of my dearest, or another version of Mystic Star. I never finished, like quick sketches. So many attempts of Mystic Star, redrawing them, refixing them. This is another one. I love this. Another image for Leon, but he had like a more cheerful look, despite that you know, he's not that cheerful. He's a normal guy. Here is a better picture of Leon. This is how he truly looks. Now, he, for some reason, he always, it like comes at the start of the story beat up. I love this picture, by the way. So cool. I love how this is drawn, but since the story is a little different from there, well, you'll just have to stick with the new story, because I totally changed it. Here is the Mystic Star adventure part. This video is getting too long. I'm sorry. And I'm planning to do actually an adventure part of Mystic Star. I'm gonna take the characters of Mystic Star and give them an adventure story once I get a little bit working with the current Mystic Star. And here's more eyes. Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is, I actually went to a manga workshop by a Japanese mangaka, and look, she signed there, like, her name is Manar. It's not focusing, but I love this, and we got this, and we had to like work 2 frames in like 45 minutes. We had to like come up with here is the stuff that I got, and that I like kept everything. This is which I worked on, and here is translation. She was preparing an Egyptian dish or something. This is the original one. We were supposed to do something like this, but it's kind of hard actually to understand what is going on, because we only have like in Japanese. This is what they draw manga on. Look, it got the blue stuff over here, the blue lines, the leather paper. This is pretty sweet. I have a paper from Japan, but I'm working on similar paper. Okay, so as you can see, this is really small space, so I have to deal with it, and there's a lot of stuff. Okay, got a tiny flashlight. You can see there's a bunch of comics. This is actually Witch comics and behind, like Bill Tirani or Helen. He used to come in Egypt for a while and then it stopped. And then some anime magazines that somehow they got. It's like magazines that put articles on anime, and I usually found them somewhere, so I bought a collection of them, and it's like a treasure of mine. I would love to get more of these. I have no idea how they got it, but now they don't get any more, and I got my news from Crunchyroll. Here is one of those notebooks that I keep because it looks cute. I love this so much. There is nothing inside there. I love this. It's absolutely empty. There is nothing in there. There is nothing, but I just love it. It's really expensive, but I have an addiction for things that has anime stuff here. This is watercolor paper. This is where I kept You're the musician and the girl with the camera. And behind there's some colored paper over here. I usually like to make cover book. Here's an example. I made this. I made the whole book thing, and I decided to change this into like a sketchbook. And I actually made this. Of course, I did not draw the characters in front, but I made the book. And now we get to see the down part. There's some folders in the back, just empty folders. Here's a new box I've got. I used to put my brushes in my old box. It was so small, so I used to put them outside the box. Here's all of my multi-liners. One here is a corrector. My brushes is all here. They're all tidy and stuff. Here's Eve. A friend got me this for my birthday 2 years ago. Look at this weird looking ruler. I don't know what it is, but my sister was using that. Once she was done with it, I took it. Here's one of those pencil packages I told you about. There's another one. This one is cordon noir, but there's another Faber-Castell somewhere here. This is the paper that I'm using now. It's 200 grams. It's Fabriano multi-paper, and it's wonderful. It's smooth. It's great. And I've got another book I made, a sketchbook, free or empty sketchbooks, and another awesome sketchbook that I've got, but I haven't drawn anything yet in it. Watercolor pencil. This one was quite expensive. You might not know this, but art supplies are like cost hundreds. Like this package cost me 360 pounds. Just thinking of getting Copics means I have to spend over $2,000 to get me a set of 72 Copics. So I haven't used that set yet, but this looks awesome because here is the result of the drawing or the coloring. Removable colors, you know, like when you put water on them, they just melt away or bleed away. Okay, so moving on to the drawers. Here you'll see the stuff that I'm using right now. This is my color palette. My watercolors are absolutely used. I love watercolors a lot. Here is another Jovi set. Here is a new set that I haven't given a try yet, but it looks awesome. Pencil colors, water pencil colors. You can see it's pretty much exhausted. I've used this for years and it's still going out with me. Watercolors, more watercolors, pencil colors. You can see Faber-Castell. This one is my best friend probably. And you can see here oil pastel. I've never tried oil pastel before. This is so cheap I had to get it. So I had this like for over a year and never used it. This is another pencil colors, some cases. And yeah, look at this. I used to buy like Westlife when tapes were still awesome. I found this somewhere and I decided to keep it because Westlife is one of my favorite bands. Here is super glue. This is I think a novel I was writing and never finished. Another color palette the doll my friend gave me. Here is Stephanie Meyer's. I don't get everything pirated. I buy books because they're reasonable and I can afford. Stephanie Meyer, The Host. I want to complete this. This is really good. And just the only couple of mangas I got. This is Kingdom Hearts Volume 2. This is what's surprising. I found it in the bookstore somehow. The 4 volumes of Nikki Falls. Hoping to get Brody's Ghost soon as well. They're double the price, but in a sense they are affordable more than games because games like $60. So that's a lot of money. But this is like $7, so I can afford that if I can save enough money for like 6 months, maybe. Those 4 books cost me 200 pounds. You'd be surprised to see this. PS2 games. Believe it or not, I bought this and I had no idea that they were not originals. They were copies, but there are people who actually download this stuff and then print the image out of them. And I bought this for a bunch of money. I didn't know. It was from Game Valley. Game Valley stopped doing that and started like selling the original game for like 10 times the prices. Like the original game for this is like 500 pounds. No way. I can't afford that. Devil May Cry. So yeah, there's a lot of PlayStation games over here. More of my pirated collection of games. I'm sorry. This is where I keep my cameras. This is like my old camcorder is right there. Here it is. And then you can see all of my camera cables in this Samsung bag, like TV cables and USB cables and things like that. This is a battery charger. This I got in Nesquik. In this quick bag, as I love drinking hot milk, so I got this. And here I got over 100 CDs. Like the games and their backups are over here. And yeah. And I got a lot of empty, more double-layered DVDs, another bunch of DVDs. I had no idea I actually had all of this. This is my backup stash over here. I had no idea I had this kind of bunch of pencils and inking pens and stuff. I usually like when I go out near my art store to buy stuff. I had no idea I had that much. Like there's over 50 pencils over here and a lot of inking pens from different sizes, a lot of erasers. I had no idea I had that much till I actually got my new box, and then I stored my materials or my old stuff in here, and I was surprised. I can open an art store at this rate. Wait, there is more actually to this. This is a little messy, but you see all these folders? These got paper in them, Canson paper, over 1,000 paper plus the amount of sketches up there. All this stuff is stored beside of my bento boxes. I got 1, 2, 3 bento boxes and a bunch of Kleenex over here. This is the final part of the video. This is where I'm gonna show you my new laptop. Yes, this is an HP book laptop book cover thingy. I'm gonna show you my laptop. Yes, it's a Dell brand. And there it is. This is my laptop, my new laptop, and I got the cover and everything. Confession, the battery ran out about 3 times because it was completely empty during the filming of this video, and this indicates how long it is. But I do hope that you have enjoyed this long vloggy series. This is it, guys. I'll see you in another video, so take care and stay safe. Bye bye.